Okay. Well, my name is Momin Khan, and I'm going to take your interview. So, what's your name?
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Khan. It's a pleasure to talk to you today. My name is Mohammad Hamza Nasir, and you can just refer to me as Hamza.
Okay, where are you from?
Well, I'm currently a resident of Lahore, which lies in the Pakistani province of Punjab.
Okay, we are going to start the interview.
It's good.
Did you learn to swim when you were a child?
No, I never really had an affinity for swimming, and I can actually give you a reason for that. When I was a wee little child, I was probably 8 or 9 years old. I was once invited to a farmhouse for a lunch as well as a conference. And when I was there, I was actually playing cricket in the vicinity of the swimming pool. And while trying to fetch the ball, I slipped and ended up falling in the pool, right? And fortunately, it was not the deep section, but still I was quite close drowning out there. Thankfully, I was saved by one of the people. And I guess since then, I had a childhood trauma associated with swimming, which is why I never got back in it again.
How often do you go swimming now?
Well, to be honest, like I said, I never really got over with my trauma when it came to swimming. I think deep down at a young, when you're very young in life, I think that really gets penetrated into your subconscious, and it always nags at you. And I could never really shake off that fear. So what it was, I tried to replace swimming with some other sport. I think recently now cricket is something that I've managed to integrate reasonably well with my life. So yeah, hopefully at some stage down the line, I start swimming again, but that is far away for now. It's cricket at the moment.
Okay. What places are there for swimming where you live?
Sorry, I didn't catch you. Could you please repeat yourself?
Okay. What places are there for swimming where you live?
Well, there are actually quite a lot of places here in Lahore. So there's a swimming pool, in G Block swimming pool in near Surrey Society. So that's one. Apart from that, there's Shapes. It's quite a popular brand as far as fitness is concerned, right, in the city. So they got a lot of the swimming pools that spread out in different areas like DHA, Coolborough. Like I think they're probably now in Georgetown as well. There's also a swimming pool in K Block of DHA. There's a swimming pool in Malltown. So yeah, I mean, there's swimming pools all over the city. It's just me who's kind of reluctant to go there.
Okay. Do you think it would be more enjoyable to go swimming outside or at indoor pool?
Oh, well, that's a good question, Mr. Khan. I feel like ultimately it comes down a lot on the weather itself. I think in winters, generally, since the water absorbs heat at a different rate as compared to land, right? So the pool is generally warmer. And I think in those cases, in winters, especially like October onwards till Feb, swimming outdoors in Lahore would be quite an enjoyable experience, quite a delightful experience. But I feel right now, if you look at it, considering the massive humidity out there, I think people would have more of an affinity for indoor swimming pools where there's some air conditioning at times, and obviously some central heating in case the weather gets too cold in winter. So yeah, I think I'll be more inclined towards indoor swimming pools considering the status of this country.
Okay. So now we are going to start part two. I will give you a cue card and you will have 1 minute to prepare and before and then you will talk for 2 minutes.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'm going to start my research. All right, I'm
Okay,
ready.
you can
I'll
start
begin.
it now.
Okay. So today I'm gonna enlighten you about a very renowned business individual that I know about. His name is actually Saqib Azhar. So he is a pretty much a top-rated e-commerce mentor, you know. He's actually the co-founder and CEO of Enablers, which has become the largest e-commerce network following like 30 plus campuses. And it encompasses business as well as various miscellaneous digital learning platforms, right? And this fella basically he aims to educate people with e-commerce skills. You know, he's determined to create Pakistan as an e-commerce hub by empowering the youth to with an entrepreneurial mindset. You know, and I feel, in my humble opinion, he has been successfully changing the culture of Pakistan with learning skills. So, as you speak, I'm actually. How did I get to meet him? I actually am attending a digital marketing boot camp at Enablers at their head office in DHL Lahore. So I have had a meeting with him once, you know, and he believes that we need to mitigate. He has a vision, you know, because this is basically what I think about him. And this is ultimately what I've grown to admire the most about him, you know. He's enabling youth with a handful of people. He's conducting seminars. He's spreading awareness. He's providing training to the masses, you know, and he's trying to, you know, basically mitigate the traditional rat race and bridge the gap between our business performances and the performances that you see in the international platform, you know. So be it the School of Enablers, be it Work, be it some other platforms like Posh, I feel like he's doing reasonably well. He has certainly been successful. I mean, Enablers has been awarded the best e-commerce company award in 2020, 2021. The award from Jadid Pakistan, it was the fastest growing brand of the year in 2021. So yeah, I mean, he's been reasonably good. But I feel ultimately now, when you come across such people, the experience can be life-changing, for lack of a better word. So obviously, I've been inspired by him. So my vision is to cement my status as one of the successful freelancers out there. So obviously, at the moment, I'm doing freelancing. In addition to that, I plan on taking IELTS
Okay,
teaching consultancy in my plate. So yeah, hopefully,
okay,
it
thank,
does me a world of good.
okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay, now I'll ask you some questions regarding this part.
Please do.
What kinds of people are more famous in your country today?
Well, I would say it depends, right? I mean, some people they just equate fame to wealth. So I guess if we go for that correlation, you know, or if we associate that correlation with causation, even, you know, then I would say the most successful, so the most famous people in our country are, you know, the military and the bureaucrats, you know. But I feel at the end of the day, it's you know, these you know, social media celebrities, you know, fellas on TikTok, Insta, you know. I feel like even if you look fundamentally at the film industry, you know, it has recently gained a lot of traction. It's gained a lot of support. It's mobilized a lot of people. So I feel they're rapidly coming up. And I also say, like, the past 3 to 4 years, there's been an information technology boom. So artificial intelligence, you know, freelance market, digital marketing, these sorts of fellas, they're also, you know, occupying the top shelf nowadays. So yeah, they're reasonably famous as of today.
Okay, why are there so many stories about famous people in the news?
Well, I guess we're living in today's era where you got the Industrial Revolution 4.0. I mean, I just keep on saying this over and over again, like a broken record, that we are living in an internet-wide, satellite-covered global village, you know. And we have taller buildings, you know, we have guided missiles being fired by misguided souls, right? So everyone deep down just wants to make a better living for themselves. And I think nowadays, if you look at the online skills learning era, I think more and more people are being pushed towards this field, especially if you look at the volatile political and economic conditions of this country. So also social media has given a voice to a lot of people from different skill sets, and I feel they are pushing more and more people to join them. Also, I feel at the end of the day, people they are preferring business over corporate work. So you know, they are promoting the trends more and more so they can generate their own lobby. I think ultimately that leads to us getting a lot of these stories out there.
Okay, do you agree or disagree that many young people today want to be famous?
Well, we all talk about fame being a weapon of the devil, right? Just get it. So yeah, I mean, I feel like most of the people that do want to be famous, I think deep down it's human nature. It's kind of like it's, you know, it's wired in our DNA that we do want to be more influential. We do want to have a bigger fan following. We're gonna indulge in all sorts of ways. You know, the debate or whether the ends justify the means. You know, it's another argument altogether. But I think, yes, a lot of people, they are seeing what's happening out there, all the positive technological developments, and they feel that they have a golden opportunity, and that life is short, and therefore, they want every day, every upcoming day, to be better than the previous month. So yeah, I feel a lot of people do want to be famous today.
Okay, that's the end of your interview.
All right. Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure.